Right guys, I've made it as far as Lisbon, and yeah, it's great here. What is the one thing that any kind of transport enthusiast has to do when they get to Lisbon? You guessed it, line 28, the most fantastic historical tram ride anywhere in the world, apparently. Well, I'm going to see for myself whether that is true or not, because in about half an hour I'm going to nip out the hotel, head down towards line 28 and see if I can get a seat on it, which is the first objective, and then ride it for your enjoyment. So yeah, please come with me for this, and hopefully it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's go make a trip. Okay, so I'd arrived in Lisbon a day later than planned, so I only really had a few hours to do this trip. I'd bought a Viva Viagen one-day travel card at the station for €6.90, and that included the historic trams, plus the metro, bus, funiculars, etc. And it would also get me to the airport for my flight the next morning. Well worth the money in my opinion. And now the actual tram network in Lisbon has been around since 1873. However, it's only certain lines that use the historic and iconic 90-year-old trams that I'll be using this evening. So after a hastily constructed plan I'd kind of sketched out on a tourist map at the hotel, I figured that if I got down to Martin Moniz, which is the main starting point, I could do the whole length of the line from east to west, finally ending up at Prazeres on the other side of the city. This time of day, of course, everybody else had got the same idea. Well, I joined the queue, and yeah, it took about half an hour before I was able to get on board. You do have to suck it up really if you want a seat, but the trams are quite regular, around about every 10 minutes maximum at this time of day, I reckon. And note that they don't fill them to capacity here, because if you're happy to stand, you can do what the locals do and just nip round the corner. Then you can get on board quicker and at the first of many of the stops en route. Well, to give you a feel for the sights and sounds of the city and its trams, I'm not going to talk over this video too much, nor am I going to use the soundtrack. Just come along for the ride and enjoy the highlights for yourself. No, I really believe it's worth every second of the journey, even when you get stuck behind one of the many potential obstructions en route. Fortunately, on this occasion, the owner wasn't too far away. Well guys, my life is complete. Just got off the tram, the Lisbon tram at Prazeres, which is the end of the line for line 28, and there's quite a bit of a queue to get back. Everybody has to get off here, and then yeah, there's a bit of a queue to get back on it. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to wander off down the line a bit, because when I got on the train there was a massive queue then, but people just like kind of the locals would be down a couple of stops further on where there was no queue. So I'm going to try that in a bit, but I'm just going to chill out here for 10 minutes now and watch some of them go past. It's a lovely evening for it. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you again on another video soon. Cheers for now.